Hey Sana, how are you doing today?
Hello, I'm good, thank you.
Hey, so everyone, welcome again to our second last day to our summer camp. As we have mentioned before, we were going to have a lot of speakers in the last week as well in our speaker series, and today we have one of Pakistan's greatest women's cricketer, and she was the ODI number one bowler back in 2018, the first Pakistani to get 100 wickets and 1,000 plus runs for Pakistan, the former captain of Pakistan, and improved the Pakistan's ranking a lot over the years, and captained Pakistan and groomed a lot of youngsters as well. So everyone, please welcome Sanamir.
Hi there. Hi, everyone.
So, Sana, thank you very much for coming online today with us. Um, Sana's tour with us in 2018 was quite an eye opener, not only for us, but also for all the young ladies and also young men who Sana was training and spent time with. I think in my life, I met many athletes, cricketers, soccer players, and everybody. Sana has been the most inspiring I've seen for a lot of young people. Her generosity and her genuineness is exemplary. And she gives back a lot more than she takes with her. And for that, today, I hope that the young people online today can ask her the question, and Sana will talk a little about herself first. And hopefully, they are inspired and go out and do the things that Sana has so much in her life accomplished. Again, Sana, thank you for coming online.
Thank you so much, Melvin. It has been a pleasure touring Canada a couple of years ago. I think the message of sport is extremely important if we understand it well. It brings people together. It just disappears, makes our differences disappear and unite us in a way that not many other things can. For us in Pakistan, cricket has been that sport. In Canada, there might be some other sport. For America, it might be football.
She's lagged. She froze. He froze too. Lagged. He froze.
Hey
Lagged.
guys, you guys can be
Journey has.
muted, please.
Sorry, is
Yeah,
there
it's all
any
good.
interruption?
Now, yeah, you're kind of lagged. So,
Your camera is frozen.
guys, can you guys please be quiet? Yeah, it's good now, Sana.
Hello, can you
Yeah, we
guys
can.
hear me?
Yeah, now it's better.
Yeah, we can.
Now it's good.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So till when I was audible, can anyone please let me know?
You're just talking about how sports is a like in many different countries, how sports different sports have different importance, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's when
So
you got cut off.
yeah. So I think sports can bring us all together as a country, as a nation, globally also. But the biggest impact, even if you are playing in a team sport, can be on you as an individual. So I think being part of a team, cricket is a team sport for the ones who do not know much about cricket. It comprises of 18 players on a team, and I think it's a team sport, but it helps you understand so much about yourself. I've been involved in Pakistan cricket for 15 years, from 2005 to 2020. So in these 15 years, I learned so much about myself, which I think it was not easy to do uh, academically. So I think it gives you a practical perspective about the concept of unity, the concept of teamwork, um, the concept of discipline. So I think it all sport as a whole is great. So I'm happy to answer any questions about any of you thinking about starting a career in sports or life in general. So just let me know.
Okay, well, without further ado, I guess we can get started with the questions then. I think they have really fun questions for you. So,
Okay.
yeah. I think the first one is Alina Kadri. Alina, I can unmute yourself and please you can ask your question.
My question is, how did you become so famous and got so good at playing cricket?
So to be honest, I didn't know at the start. I didn't know that I might become this famous. But you have to put in a lot of hard work, and you need to be disciplined, and you always need to think bigger than yourself. If you think about the team in a team sport, then it helps you achieve your goals and it helps the team achieve their goals. So I think hard work and the passion for your sport, they are very important.
Thank you. So the
Thank you.
next one
Most welcome.
is Asma. Asma, I will unmute you. You can go ahead.
So my question is, how was your experience playing cricket and representing your country?
So my experience has been quite humbling. It has been a mixed experience. If I say there were only good things happen, that won't be true. So the whole experience, I think it was great. I got to travel the world. I got to meet different people. I got to spend time with amazingly talented girls from my own country, and together we made history. Together we won tournaments for our country, made our parents proud, became inspiration for young people like yourself back home in Pakistan and abroad. So the whole experience has been great, and yeah, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful to God.
Okay, the next one is Nazish. Nazish, you can go ahead.
Can
What
you make the setting? Sorry, can you make the setting so I can see which
Sure.
child is speaking? Yeah,
Yeah, Talha, can you just make put the spotlight off for? So okay, I think that was
yeah,
good. Now it's gonna be the person who's gonna be speaking, right?
that's great. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, Nazish, you can go ahead.
Okay. So, like, what inspired you to start cricket? Or when did you start playing cricket?
Okay, so that's a really good question. I started playing cricket when I was 4 years old. So I started off in the backyard. I mean, not proper cricket, but I just lifted the bat and tried to hit the ball or tried to bowl. But on initially when I was growing up, there were not a lot of grounds available for girls to go out and play. So I used to play on the streets with my brother, and definitely safety would be a concern. We would select the part of the street where traffic was not too much, but we started off on the street. And in Pakistan, it's a huge craze. Everyone loves cricket, and there's cricket happening everywhere, on the streets, on the roads, on the grounds, in the backyard. So everyone likes to play cricket. So I just watched the game and I fell in love with the game, and that's how I started.
Yep. I think everyone from the subcontinent knows about the street cricket and how big it
Yeah.
is back home. Okay, so next one is Harish Ram. Harish Ram, can you go ahead?
So, how did it feel for you to play cricket in this level?
So yeah, it feels great again. I would say it brings along mixed experience. Anything in life when you do it at a bigger stage, at a high level, it brings a lot of pride. It brings a lot of great experiences. It also brings a lot of stress, to be honest. So it's a mixture of all those things. Like life is, some days are good, some days are bad. So it is a very holistic experience. But mostly, if I see it as a whole experience, it has been very satisfying.
Okay, and The next one is, I think, Subodh. Subodh, you can go ahead.
So who
You
was
can
the
speak up a
hardest
little bit.
woman you balled to?
Sorry.
Who was the hardest batswoman you balled to?
The
So
hardest.
it
Okay.
has hardest. So
Yep.
I think in one day cricket, it has to be Mithali Raj from India. She is a great batswoman, and I think she paced her innings really well. She values her wicket a lot, so it's very difficult to get her out. And in T20 cricket, it has to be Elisa Healy from Australia. I think she's a superbly attacking player. She has got great footwork, and she has got like shots 360 off the ground. So it's difficult to bowl to her.
Thank you.
I think next one is Alina. Alina, you can go ahead, speak, please. You just came in, so.
I don't have any other questions.
Oh, you already asked me. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I think one of our staff members actually had one more question. So it's Talha. You can go ahead. Talha.
Hi, Sana. My name is Talha. So my question is, what were the challenges that you had in your 15 years cricketing career?
Thanks, Talha. I think there are a lot of challenges. We can have a separate call for that, but to list a few, it has to be grassroots structure. I mean, initially availability of grounds, availability of resources. I think that was the basic challenge in number one. And then it was very difficult to find girls to play cricket with. So I always used to play with boys, which was pretty good because they were pretty good in cricket. So I got a good standard playing as a child. But and then when I joined the Pakistan team for the first 6 years, we just played for the passion and love of the game. We had to stop our studies for a little bit. We had to quit our jobs and just play pro bono, play for free for the first 6 years. So it was quite tough. Then when we won the first gold medal in 2010, that is when the first contracts, financial contracts, came into cricket. So after that, things started getting easier because girls were dropping out. They couldn't sustain playing it for free because their families were worried at some point that they are missing out of their education or jobs. So it was very difficult to keep them motivated in that time. But God was kind to us, and we were able to give some performances and develop it as a proper professional field.
Thank you. And the next one is from Hafiza. Hafiza, please. Okay, I have two Hafizas over here. Hafiza, go ahead.
My question is, was it hard, learning how to play cricket?
Yeah, even though I've retired just a few months ago, I was still learning. So the learning never stops. So in that sense, it was hard. I think once you love anything, it's easier to learn it. So of course, when you want to do anything at a high level, at an international level, you need to seek excellence, which means you need to keep improving, keep learning every single day, and the learning never stops. So to do it 1 week, 2 weeks, or for 1 month, it's easy. But to do it repeatedly for years, that's where your commitment comes in. And I think that is what sports can develop in you. And then things started become easy. So I hope I've answered your question.
I actually have a question as well for you.
Okay.
I think I read somewhere that you started off as a fast bowler. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
and
Yes.
I think because of an injury, you went to spin. So how was that transition, and how were you able to bowl so well, spin as well, and then became the number one bowler in the world at the end? You know?
Yeah, that's a very interesting story because as I told you that I used to play on the streets
Yep.
in Pakistan, Texila. I used to there's a Kent called Texila. It's near Islamabad,
Yep.
and it's a beautiful city. So we used to play cricket on the streets, and there was one street light on that street. So we used to play cricket since morning till evening, and when it was sunset and the light became less, so the street light goes on, and you cannot see the ball if you're bowling fast. So if we wanted to play after sunset, under one street lamp, we had to decrease the pace. So that's when I started learning spin, because I didn't want to stop playing cricket just because it became dark.
Mhm.
So my whole street team, we used to stick around after sunset also, and break for the prayers, but then stick around, and then we used to start playing spin. And that's how I started learning the art of spin bowling. And when initially, because I loved Waqar Yunus and his action and Yorker
Yes.
and the aggression of fast bowling, I wanted to be a fast bowler. But then I had an injury in my back, and I tried to remodel the action, but the series came quicker than, and I thought that I might be able to remodel my action, but I wasn't till that time.
China have bad signal.
Nivan, can you please be muted?
And
Thank you. I think,
I,
Sana, there's a problem with your internet right now.
on the nets, I was just standing. I tried, got a few players out, and the coach said, then if you can do this. And that's how I became a spinner.
All right. Perfect.
Can you
You
hear
Okay.
me now?
No, it's good. It's good now. Yeah, it's
you
good now.
skipped me.
Yeah, I know. I'm going
Okay.
away because you just joined in. We have like two more questions. One,
But
One, you
because
can go
like
ahead.
my laptop like crashed.
Okay, it's okay. You can go ahead now.
So my question was, what was the hardest team you played against in cricket?
Hardest team. It depends on the day. When yeah, it's sometimes it's Australia and sometimes it's England. Both the teams are quite ruthless, but most consistently, I think it has to be Australia. They are very professional, and they prepare themselves really well, and they have great competition at domestic level. So the kind of cricket they play, it's quite ruthless. But England is also catching up. We had some very difficult matches against England also, so I think those would be the two teams.
Last question for one of the kids, and then we can maybe wrap up because I know you're a really
Yeah,
busy
I'd
person.
like to say something
Sure,
before you
go
wrap
ahead.
up after the question. No,
Like, can we ask one
but
more question from one of the kids, please,
yes, yes,
Melvin?
please do that.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Jana, I think Jana has one more question. Jana, you can go ahead.
Wait, there's just some problems. So, how did it feel to play the international cricket for the first time?
Yeah, I think playing, representing your country is a huge honor, big honor. And I was 19 years old when I played for the first time, and I think it was a feeling that it's very difficult to describe in words. And I played in Pakistan against Sri Lanka, and we almost won our first match, but we lost it by 14 runs. And there were very less crowd at that point. Women's cricket was not very popular in Pakistan, so it was mostly our families watching us. But wearing that green jersey with the star on the chest, I think that was an extremely beautiful moment, and that's something that I would cherish for the rest of my life.
Thank you, everyone. Melvin, you can go ahead, and then I
Yeah,
can wrap up.
just a quick fact. Sana was born in Aptabad, not far from my hometown of Wa, where I was born. And actually, Aptabad was my honeymoon destination in 1979. But other than the fact of us being so close over there, uh, we consider Sana a proud daughter of Pakistan and the
Indeed.
achievements that she had And I have a little surprise hello for Sana today. So Sana, we have here somebody who wants to say hello to you.
Hi, Sana.
Hello, Lillian. How are you? So good
I'm
to
good.
see you.
Same here. Thank you for doing this for the kids. They really, really, I'm sure, appreciate it. Yes.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Yes. Good, good. Okay, I'll chat with you later. I just wanted to say hello.
It's great to see you.
Same here. Same here.
So just a quick thing about Go Green. They're doing a fantastic job. Tala, Ahmed, and the whole group at Go Green, under a great leadership of Leela Grogan Green. No connection, Go Green is different to that, but they do a fantastic job. But when you come back, like we were planning your trip to come back, Go Green Youth Project is going to be the place that you're going to spend some time with these young people. And I'm sure you'll be a great inspiration. So we're looking forward to get you back the minute COVID is done. And thank you
Okay.
for today. Thank you really, really a lot for today.
No
Yep.
problem at all. It has been a pleasure talking to each and every kid, and I'm very happy that I was able to do this.
Thank you so much,
Uh,
Sana,
uh,
for
uh,
your
Ahmed,
question.
if there's someone else who wants to ask a question, just
Okay,
ask
sure. I
around
can.
because yeah,
Yeah. If
because
does
I
anyone
think
else have a
one girl.
question, they can raise a hand. They can raise a hand on the thing, and I can choose you guys. No. Yes.
I want to ask one question.
Sure. Go ahead. Yep. You can unmute yourself, I think.
Okay. Yes.
Yep. You can go ahead.
Hi, Sana. Who's your favorite cricketer right now?
Like male cricketer or female cricketer?
Male.
Okay.
Male cricketer, my favorite male cricketer has been MS Dhoni, who just retired a few days ago. I think he has been an amazing ambassador for the game and a great leader. So yeah, MS Dhoni.
I have a question.
Afiza, go ahead. Last one, please.
In when you were playing cricket, what team, like you know, like the team when you are, and when did you win? What was the time you win? The first like medal.
The first
The
series that you
first,
won, I guess that's what she's saying. I think the first series that you guys
okay.
won.
Yeah.
I think the biggest, the first big win, I would say, would have to be the first qualification we got for the World Cup. It was in
2006.
2008 in South Africa, where basically uh, 10 teams came and only two qualified. 8 teams came and only 2 qualified. So I think that was one of the first big wins that we had. And the first medal, a big medal in Asian Games that we won was 2010. But trust me, the first medal that I won at school in my second grade or fourth grade gave me as much pleasure as the big medals when I became an adult. So every single step that you take towards achieving something when you have worked hard, it brings you a lot of happiness. So all these medals are very important.
I have a
And
question.
I have a question.
I have a question.
Okay.
I have a question.
Wait, guys.
I
Okay.
have.
Guys, it will be the
Sana,
last
I think
question of the day. It will be the
we
last question,
can maybe
guys.
have like
We have
2
to
more
go to a
questions,
short
Sana.
break.
Is that okay with
Yeah,
you?
yeah, sure, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 more questions, Yarthi, please. You can go ahead first.
How did you get interested in cricket?
Interested in cricket? I think she already answered
Yeah,
that.
as I told that cricket was very popular in Pakistan, and I saw it everywhere. So that's how I got inspired.
Okay. Last one is Musa, and then we can just wrap up.
Can I?
What was the hardest batter you first?
I think she already answered that, Musa, but
Please, can
it was.
Yeah, Mithali
I have
and
a
Healy.
different question. Please, could I ask a question?
Oh my. Okay.
I have a
Okay,
question.
Guys, yeah, you can go ahead, but one by one, please. Please, one by one, so you can have a. Okay.
No, you muted yourself. Ayan, you could go, and then that'll be the last question.
Okay. My question is, what was the first shot you hit in cricket? The first game you played. What was the first shot you hit?
I don't remember it now. I think I have to go back and see. That's a really good question. I don't remember. But the first wicket I got, I remember it was of Mithali Raj, one of the best batters in the world. So that I remember. But to remember the first shot, that's difficult. I'll have to see the score sheets and get back to you.
Thank you.
And by the way, just to let you know, Sana, we'll be using this time today, and we'll be posting this on our social media if you don't mind, for the sake of other people to see. Is that okay?
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay.
Sana, thank you so
Are,
much
are the
for.
kids okay? Are the kids okay with that also?
Oh yeah, like they're
I
excited for that.
have a question.
Sorry, guys, we're
Hamza,
taking
I
all the
think Shana
questions.
is like, I think you guys taking too much time up for her.
Okay, this is the last question and then
Okay,
I'll go.
Hamza, you
Let
can
him
the
ask.
last
Let
one,
him ask.
Hamza. Hamza, the last one.
So my question is like, why did you pick cricket to play? Like cricket to play, like not
I
other
think
sports.
I think it was because it was a team sport. I was quite good at tennis also, lawn tennis and swimming. But as it was a team sport, so I loved hanging around with my friends and to do stuff together. So I think that's why that was one of the reasons. But as a game, cricket tests your mind and your body. So the whole combination was great. And okay, the last question from Hilal. He has been putting his hand up
Okay, yep.
for a long time. Yeah.
Okay, Hilal, last one.
Okay, is your family against you or with you in cricket, and what kind of advice you can give us to
Pursue cricket.
like for little kids that are like learning cricket or something?
Good question.
Okay. So yeah, there's a perception around the world that girls in Pakistan are not supported by their families, but that's not true for me. That's not true for most of the girls that I've played with. I became a cricketer because my family was supportive, because they used to take me to practice. They made sure that I was safe. They made sure I was encouraged in every way. So my family and most of the girls who play with me, their families have been very supportive. And my last advice to all of you who want to learn cricket is to spend time with cricket. That means watch it, listen to commentary, watch matches, go to YouTube, search it, search different shots, different kinds of bowling, and it would be easier for you to learn and do it practically.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sana, for taking out the time of your busy schedule to answer the questions of these little kids. And they're so happy to talk to you and ask their questions. We're really, really appreciative of you that are coming in and talking to us and taking the time. And yeah, I think hopefully next time you
My
visit to
pleasure.
Canada, you can visit our field, which is a lighted field as well, so you can play cricket at night as
Definitely.
well there.
Yeah, not with one
Okay,
light. We
great.
have
Yeah,
many
we got
Great.
lights. We got many lights. Thank you so much, Sarah.
All right.
Yep,
That sounds
perfect.
tempting. Okay.
Okay, Sana, we'll talk.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye-bye.